Last session, the Orphans saw the completion of their home base by the technicians from Stark Tech and were paid a visit by their lawyer, Matt Murdock, Feast CEO Martin Lee, and director of the House of Ganymede, Darius Wonder. A heated discussion regarding the Sokovia Accords was had and was interrupted by your first official distress call. This one came from Ryder of the former Skrull Kill Krew, alerting you to the unexpected metamorphosis of one of his teammates, Riot, turning her into an unstoppable abomination released on the streets just outside of Chinatown. Rushing to the scene, you all immediately realized the situation was made more difficult by the presence of damage control. Fortunately, with some quick thinking on the part of Matt Murdock, a temporary truce was reached, and you successfully secured the rampaging Riot, but unfortunately had to turn her over to damage control after the confrontation. With this sudden mutation of one of the former Skrull Kill Krew, the timetable for finding a cure for the mercenaries has moved up. In the aftermath of the battle, Tony Stark has supplied you with coordinates for Bruce Banner's lab in Mexico in Boca Iglesia. And he says that he has contacted Banner about your arrival and is expecting you with the members of the former SKK in tow. So there will have been a little bit of time for you guys, in between the confrontation with Riot and damage control, and you guys kind of prepping to make the trip to Mexico. Is there anything that we can kind of wrap up before we go that you guys feel like you need to discuss?
I
Would
just
there be?
We're still bought Sokovia Accords, right?
You still have not signed them yet. Yeah, Matt has gone to try to do some research and maybe perhaps work something out with damage control, at least explore that possibility of maybe working out a deal where you could be kind of under the blanket of damage control so that you wouldn't have to wear the tracking devices.
Got it. I remember. Sounds good.
Would there be any way for me to find out the status of the girl that was on the roof? She looked like she was hurt during the last fight. I just would like to check to see if she's okay.
How would you go about checking her status?
I would probably ask Matt Murdock, since we don't have it, or do we have a direct liaison with damage control?
Not officially, no.
Then I'd ask Matt.
Yeah, so it probably takes him, at least a couple of hours or so from the time that you inquire about it, and he does let you know that she was simply knocked out. I think from what he is able to glean from damage control, it sounds like she had attempted to try to shut Riot down, kind of like Mr. Cuddlebear was attempting to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she was hit with some sort of psychic backlash that basically just took her down for the count. But she's recovered and is doing fine at this point.
I would ask him to pass along a message to her, basically saying thanks for the free pass. Hope to see you again soon.
I'll be sure and pass that along.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Cuddlebear, is there anything that you feel like you need to take with you for this particular trip?
It's not that I can think of offhand. We pretty much have all we need um, in Karen, right? We could, if we need something specific from those files, we can do that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't know if there was anything physically that you needed to take with you or not.
That I can think of. We never did get to was it Lilith's dad's place to deconstruct the entertainment center, right? We
Yes,
haven't done that
yes,
yet.
yes, you have done that in the time that you guys were setting up the base and so forth. You were able to go to the storage facility with Nyx and Shatter, do the deconstruction, and then built the device for Erebus.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that was we kind of covered that in the recap for last session because we had a couple of weeks really of downtime during that process. So during that time, you were able to get that accomplished.
All right. Oh, then yeah, I'm good.
All right. So before you guys take off, like maybe the night before you guys are getting ready to leave, you get another little visit from your old pal Martin Lee, and he stops by the base, kind of have a little bit of a chat and a little follow up from the meeting that you guys had with Matt. So he comes in, gathers everybody together, and he says, "Hey guys, look, so." We really didn't have any time to talk the other day about the whole guardianship thing that Matt Murdock had mentioned. So I just kind of wanted to sit down with you all for a moment and just kind of have a heart to heart. First and foremost, I just want to say that I've been incredibly impressed at how far you guys have come in such a short period of time. As a group, you all have faced some pretty tough times, and you've come out the other side in one piece, more or less. And it's a pretty powerful thing to see. I mean, as you guys know, I'm the head of Feast, the homeless shelter that's become a home to so many people in this city over the years. But I'm not here to talk about titles or formalities. I've kind of been with you all from the start, you especially, Colin, and you've helped me and Feast out on more than one occasion. And while I gifted you this space that Tony Stark's crew has really worked wonders with, I want to be more than just a shelter director to you. I legitimately want to put myself out there as a guardian, a mentor, and more importantly, just a friend. We're all aware of the challenges that you guys have been through, and often without the support that you really, truly need. And you found a family in one another, and as I said before, it's incredible to witness. Feast stands for food, emergency aid, shelter, and training. But it's always meant more than just those words to me. It's meant care, compassion, and a chance to grow. So I've thought long and hard about how to support you the best. I've listened to your stories, seen your strength, and I think that this is probably the best way that I can continue to support you guys as a legal guardian. Now, it's not just in a legal sense, but I want you to know that this is coming from a sense of someone who genuinely cares about your future and your well-being. If you guys would have me, I can provide not just my support, but also the resources and connections that come with Feast. This is all really about securing your future and helping you with your education and providing opportunities to help you reach the goals that you want to reach. I want you to reach your fullest potential, both as a family and with individuals with the unique talents that you have. So I'm not asking for a decision right away, but I am eager to hear your thoughts on this. So talk it over and let's keep the conversation going. I think your future is a canvas that still is yet to be painted. And I want to help you paint the brightest and most promising picture. The choice is yours. I'm here to support you, whatever it is that you decide.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. You've definitely given us a lot to think about. And like you said, it's something that we would need to think about because you being our guardians, but you directly responsible for our actions, and
also puts you at risk for our enemies.
Well, and I understand that, and I've thought a lot about that. And to be honest with you, it would not be the first time that I've been put in danger. And as you know, because of my association with you guys. But even before that, I have been a target. And fortunately, with the powers that I possess from the Roxxon incident in the Gulf of Mexico, I've been able to take care of myself.
Have you signed the accords?
It's a good question. I think you probably know the answer.
I'm saying secret identity, so no.
Now, all that being said, I do have a little bit of a favor to ask. Since you guys are heading down into Mexico, you're heading over the border to help those folks that have that Skrull virus, right?
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
Well, as I think you know, before I started Feast, I was involved in helping immigrants find sanctuary here in the United States. And I still have contacts from around the globe with organizations that arrange the safe passage of individuals that are seeking asylum. There's a little town in the Yucatan Peninsula not far from Cancun called Leona Vicario. This particular little town is caught in the crossfire of an ongoing gang war. And there's an organization down there that I've had dealings with that has had a lot of success in transporting those in need to U.S. shores called Derecho de Viaje, the right of passage, and that's spelled R-I-G-H-T, not R-I-T-E.
Okay. Derecha.
We have lost all contact with the rite of passage. And it's been over a week without any contact, and communication in the area is down completely. No cell phone tower signals, no ham radios, nothing. So the favor I'm asking is that maybe while you're down there, would you mind going into Leona Vicario and checking in on the rite of passage for me?
Is this like a sort of coyote service deal, or is it more legitimate?
Well, I mean, I'm just asking as a favor. This isn't a legitimate, like you're going in under certain orders from the U.S. government or anything like that. It's just me as a friend just asking a favor.
Sure, I understand that. I'm just curious about the people we're going to be dealing with.
So, meaning, are they like government officials?
Yes.
No, no, they are just concerned citizens from the area that are helping to procure passage for these individuals coming across the border safely.
Okay.
And legally.
Okay. that was the crux of it, I guess. Like, are we helping people seeking asylum through the channels? Are we helping people sneak in through the back door?
Now, this is technically legitimate channels. Now, the process of actually getting them over here is a bit of a gray area, to be honest. But once we get them here on U.S. soil, we begin the process of making them legalized citizens. So there is a waiting period. There's a certain time that they have to wait, but this is a process that these individuals would unfortunately probably never have if it were not the rite of passage that is in place to help them along the way and to just get them here.
By the way, what is the Mexican government's view on the Accords?
That's the same as the United Nations. So anything that you do down there certainly probably has to be done fairly quietly and out of sight from the officials, if at all possible.
It's fine. I don't have a passport anyway.
Out of curiosity, and it's kind of, I guess, just more color than anything. What countries haven't signed the Accords? Is it pretty much?
I don't know that I have access to that information.
Oh, I mean, I was asking outside the like.
Yeah, okay. I don't know that I have access to that information.
Hey, Karen, just out of curiosity.
You feel free to look that up yourself there.
Welcome, Fernando. I knew there was something in the air tonight.
Well, I'm never gonna dodge that song.
It's my solemn oath to you, my friend.
So since you're coming in late, just to kind of catch you up there, the group is preparing now to go down into Mexico to the lab that was created by by Tony Stark for Bruce Banner down there to try to work on a cure for the former Skrull Kill Krew and perhaps work on something for Shatter as well.
Oh, duh! I'll have to bring the samples. Obviously, I'm going to bring the samples. Sorry.
Well, they are going to come with you. The Skrull Kill.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, and so that if anything is hatched down there, any sort of plan that is hatched, then you guys can go ahead and do whatever procedures need to be done while they're down there. He's much better equipped for that than you are here in the labs at the base.
I'll also take, because I had gotten some volunteer samples from the scrolls that we had freed.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Take some of those too, just so I have like a nice variety of a small variety of scroll DNA'd.
Are we going there on the up and up? Like, are we going through a border crossing or like going to immigrations? Or I'm wondering if I have to bring my passport or not.
Stark would have arranged for you to be able to travel to Banner's property with the air shark. So you've got some clearance to actually be in the air over the airspace.
We also have a stealth jet, so.
And it is a stealth jet.
All right. Well, unless anyone needs anything, go to the bathroom now. It's a long flight.
Let's rock and roll.
All right. Well, Martin thanks you once again, and he says just to kind of keep your head about you. He said that there are several cartels that are known to run in that area, and just to give you at least a bit of a heads up, they are called the Tarantulas, the Lobos Brothers, and the Jade Dragons. Those are what you want to be on the lookout for while you're down there.
Los Lobos.
Tarantulas and the Jade Dragons.
All right, so you guys all pile onto the air shark with the former members of the Skrull Kill Krew and make your way down Mexico way. And as I had said before, his laboratory is located in a place called Boca Iglesia. And it is on the Gulf of Mexico, just north of Cancun. The area that Martin Lee was asking you to check out is actually west of Cancun, Leona Vicario. So I'll leave it up to you guys as far as what you want to do. If you want to head to Banners first and get settled, or if you want to just make a pass by Leona Vicario, I'll leave it up to you all.
Yeah, I being the Skrull I am, I say Banners first. Get him everything that he needs from us, and then we can head over to Leona Vicario.
See, I was going to say the opposite, because I feel like we're going to have to spend more time at Banners. And if we just need to look in on these guys and see if they're okay, we could just do that real quick and then go to Banners.
Yeah, but I don't want to get caught up in an unknown and feeling like that we have to take care of that situation before we take care of the Skrull. The Skrull have, what, a week before they're going to be irreversible or so? That's not that much. That's not a lot of time when there's a lot of research needs to be done. I'm sure Branner's brilliant, but I want to give him as much time as possible.
I will say, too, a couple of the Skrull Kill Krew are still somewhat injured from their battle with Riot when she escaped. They're healing, but they're a little worse for wear compared to you guys.
All right. The Banners it is.
All right, so you guys come flying in, and it takes several hours to get down there. But you have been given the coordinates by Stark, and the air shark is kind of coming in through the Gulf, and you can spot Banner's kind of base of operations as you guys are flying in, and off in the distance on the top of these tall cliffs overlooking the Gulf, you're greeted by a stunning cabana-style home that perfectly complements the natural beauty of its surroundings. Perched atop these high cliffs, the cabana-style home offers a breathtaking view of the Gulf of Mexico, and the home itself appears as an oasis amidst the lush tropical forest that envelops it. Palm trees and other exotic vegetation create a natural barrier from the roads beyond, providing privacy and a sense of seclusion, and the vibrant colors of the local flora paint a vivid backdrop to the cabana. So Stark spared no expense in finding this particular place for his buddy. As you guys are flying in, you can spot Banner out on the back lawn and kind of waving at you guys as you bring the air shark in and come to rest. And he greets you with a wave and a warm smile. And he walks up to you guys as you guys are getting off, and he says, Hey there. So you must be the kids that Tony was talking about. Nice ride you got there. That doesn't look like Tony's work.
No.
Well, hey, good to meet you, Bruce Banner. Welcome to Casa de Gamma, as I like to call it.
This is a nice place you have here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's good to have friends with money, as I'm sure you guys have found out yourselves.
So Stark set you up with this.
Oh yeah. It sounds like he set you up with a little something back home.
A big building.
Quite generous, yes.
Work in progress.
Now, say what you want about the man, but he's a good guy to have in your back pocket.
Been very good to us, yes. I'm Colin. I guess you know why we're here.
Yeah, he gave me kind of the basic idea. Yeah, so I tell you what, why don't you guys come on up? I'll give you the nickel and dime tour real quick and show you around, and we'll get you all settled.
Okay, well, we really, we've got another thing that we need to check on while we're down here. So we're probably gonna, give you everything that you need. If you don't mind we leave our friends here. We can pick them back up, and then we may head out for a day. We need to check on some people for a friend because he hasn't heard from him in a week or so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll kind of show you around just a little bit, see what you're dealing with, and then it'd probably be good for you guys to kind of see the sites for a little bit. I'll get everything kind of settled up here. Maybe start running a few tests on these guys, and then we can meet up whenever you get back.
Yes, some of them still have injuries, so.
Got it. I've got stuff here that we can probably, help treat whatever injuries that they have.
So
but
just, do you hear, or do you have a staff?
No, it's just me.
Okay.
Come on in. Come on. I'll show you around. So he kind of walks you up, and at the back of the cabana, you spot immediately this open air tiki bar. It's got a thatched roof and bamboo accents that contribute to a laid back kind of tropical vibe, making it an ideal spot for enjoying refreshing beverages and taking in the sights of sound and nature here at the Gulf. The bar offers a range of exotic concoctions where Banner likely relishes the experience of sipping on tropical cocktails while watching the sun dip below the horizon. Near the bar is a zen-like meditation area. Oh, here, I should pull this up for you so you can actually see what I'm talking about. How about that? Where is it? Right there. All right, so near the bar is a zen-like meditation area. This secluded space is adorned with lush and low-maintenance plants, creating an atmosphere of serenity. There's stone pathways guiding visitors to peaceful seating areas where they can practice in meditation or simply enjoy the gentle, soothing breezes. The cabana's exterior is designed to be a harmonious blend of relaxation and natural beauty, offering an ideal setting to unwind and appreciate the stunning views and connect with tranquility of the Gulf of Mexico's coastal paradise. In the heart of the cabana is a charming little courtyard, and that is about right where you guys are standing there, where I have you placed.
Mm-hmm.
Adorned with intricately designed tiles that add a touch of Spanish elegance. At the center of the courtyard is a Spanish-style water fountain. The soothing sound of gently trickling water adds a calming ambiance to the surroundings. After he walks you around up here, and there's a couple of spots in here, is like a nice little dining area and a couple of little rooms that he's kind of set aside for you guys to stay in up top. But he leads you down a set of stairs into the actual lab itself. And the interior of the lab is a true marvel of modern technology. And you see what I did there by putting Marvel in there. And this reflects both the genius of Tony Stark and Banner's own scientific expertise. I'll pull this map up for you.
Little Bear starts running around on top of the counters and stuff, just kind of nosing at stuff and looking around.
Banner's like, "What is this? The talking cat?"
Yes. Although it is actually telepathy.
Well, I've met a talking raccoon and now a telepathic cat, so every day brings new surprises.
Got a question.
Yeah.
Is this is he Hulk Banner or normal Banner?
Oh, just normal Banner. Yeah,
just normal Banner.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah.
Gotcha. And have we been told his other persona? Is that
I don't think so.
No, Tony just said not to make him angry.
yeah?
Hmm.
But Mr. Cutterbarrel will ask, so what research do you normally do, Dr. Banner?
Well, most of my work here is pretty much centered around gamma energy,
Radiation?
radiation. Mm.
Are you attempting to cure cancer?
Well, so to speak. Cure a type of cancer or invasive. Well, yeah. So I've got a little problem that I'm trying to deal with, and Tony has kind of set me up with this particular place to kind of deal with that little internal demon.
Yes, we are all fighting our own inner monsters.
Yes, we are.
So he kind of shows you around a little bit down here, and you can see that the equipment in here is all extremely high tech and provides an ideal environment for scientific research and experimentation. Much like your new training room at home, the lab is encased in walls composed of vibranium, the near indestructible metal known for its energy absorption properties. This makes the lab exceptionally secure and radiation proof, a necessity for conducting the experiments involving gamma radiation. The entire lab is equipped with cutting-edge technology designed and provided by Tony Stark. His typical holographic displays are scattered throughout the rooms, allowing for real-time data visualization and analysis. Stark's signature style is evident in the lab's seamless integration of advanced gadgets and displays. The facility also includes a state-of-the-art chemistry lab that is well organized with a vast array of equipment, chemicals, and materials. It's a hub for researching gamma radiation's interactions with various substances and for developing new compounds and antidotes. This is the heart of the laboratory over here on the left, the Gamma Energy Lab. This specialized section of the lab focuses on gamma energy research. Advanced machinery and instrumentation allow for the safe generation and analysis of gamma radiation. The lab also features an extensive network of high-performance computers, servers, and data storage systems. The sophisticated computer array enables complex simulations, data processing, and serves as a hub for the extensive research conducted within the lab. And then in a highly... I lost my spot there, sorry. Very specially designed chamber, there's a massive containment unit right up in here. And it looks like it's equipped with really heavy-duty like restraints and monitoring systems for a potentially large individual inside.
Does he show us this, or do we just notice it?
He is kind of showing you about. He doesn't necessarily mention that part.
Okay.
So you definitely take note of the fact, but he kind of glosses over that one pretty quickly. Finally, he takes you off into the chamber over here on the right, and that lab is equipped with a series of smaller containment pods and sensory deprivation tanks. And these are used for isolating and monitoring various experiments, isolating gamma-infected subjects, or providing a controlled environment for scientific investigation. And he says that this is probably the place where, if we really need to, I can kind of simulate basically suspended animation in here. So if there are members of this group that you're really concerned about the mutation moving too fast, this would probably be someplace where we might want to contain them. And Tony was telling me that there was one in particular that you guys were concerned about. Isn't that correct?
Yes. Well, Riot was one, and then there was another one. The Minotaur dude, Marshall Mathers or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, he was having issues with being able to change forms.
Yeah, and that was Moonstop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was right.
And you guys had discussed with Moonstop the possibility of maybe doing a suspended animation on him while he was up there, and he was a little bit resistant to that. But perhaps with a little bit of coaxing from his fellow mercenaries and Banner, maybe while you guys are gone, they might be able to talk him into that. So Banner kind of addresses you guys after the little nickel and dime tour and says, okay, so my understanding is that these individuals have been infected with an alien virus or have had their DNA spliced and are having some sort of negative effect with their genetic makeup. Is that right? Yes.
They are attempts at creating a sort of super army that have gone awry using alien DNA. Does he know about what is it? The organization, the
Secret Empire?
Secret Empire. Yes.
Yeah, you don't know.
I'll ask him. Are you familiar with the Secret Empire?
Tony mentioned something to me about the fact that you guys had come across this group that was apparently made up of some members like from Hydra and AIM and other like terrorist organizations. Is that right?
Yes, a true axis of evil.
I don't know that I've had dealings with that group as a whole, but I certainly know quite a bit about Hydra and a decent amount about AIM.
Yes, they are trying to take over the world, and this was the first attempt at creating an army.
What are your experiences with alien DNA?
Limited, but I'm sure I can probably figure it out.
We have brought samples from some willing Skrulls to help research.
That'll definitely help. I appreciate that.
He's got one of my samples, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed a pair of your gray boxers.
From Nix's room?
Yeah.
She usually burns through things, so.
So, can you kind of break down for me what it is that we're really dealing with here with these guys?
Their body is wholly starting to reject the procedure. They are in the process of dying. On the way out, they are experiencing a different array of genetic instabilities. One of them, for lack of a better term, became this giant raging hulk of a creature and trashed part of Manhattan before we could subdue her. The rest of them just seem to be exhibiting sicknesses.
Well, that first bit sounds awfully familiar. Tony was also saying that there was a member of your group that was looking to maybe kind of go back to the way that he was.
I raise an arm and tentacles. I'm still kind of looking around, not exactly facing him. I'm like, yeah, over here, Doc. Man made of glass.
What's your name?
Well, people have been calling me Shatter. My real name is Sebastian. Nice to meet you.
Sebastian. All right. So, Sebastian, I mean, obviously, I think our focus right now, because whatever is going on with these guys, it seems to be killing them. I think our main focus is going to have to probably be on them first. But just so I can kind of put it in the back of my brain, I think I need you to really tell me what it is that you're really hoping to achieve.
Doc, I've been thinking about that for a little while now. For the longest time, more than anything, I just wanted no part of any of this. I wanted to go back to being human again. This glass isn't, it's just not me. The more I've come to know my friends and help out, I don't know. Something tells me this, I don't know, this might be for the greater good.
Greater good.
If given a choice right now, I almost say I would stay like this because I don't have anything to go back to, but I just know if I stay like this, if I'm like this forever, I know I'm going to regret it. I know I'm not going to live any kind of a normal life. I don't want this to be permanent. That's all I know right now. I don't want this to be permanent.
So, how much did Tony tell you about me, all of you guys?
That you were specialized in genetics.
I do specialize in genetics.
And you have anger management issues.
Yeah, I do have that. And
you've got a big, heavy-duty jail in your office.
It's not really a jail per se, but
We've got one of those too.
It's just someplace safe.
Oh,
That's what ours is.
We're familiar.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, he didn't tell you about the other guy.
Always another guy.
But you said you were alone here.
Well, I am alone, but I did say something about an inner demon.
Oh, were you being literal? Our friend Nix has one of those.
Yeah.
He is an elder god.
Well, mine is not an elder god, but he has the power of one. I guess I should stop beating around the bush and just come right out and say it. You are looking at the Hulk.
Are we familiar with the Hulk?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
You.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to believe, but yeah.
I come up and kind of sniff him.
Smells like a dude.
Yes, the gamma study makes sense.
How did you that way?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just asking that. What is your story? How did you become the Hulk?
Well, that's a long story, but you guys can probably. I'm sure you all have your own individual stories that make you who you are, and mine is probably not necessarily that different. Let's just say that I was fooling around with gamma radiation and technology, and accidents happen.
You were bit by a radioactive Hulk?
Yeah, of a sort, but I was kind of my own radioactive Hulk. So I made a few little errors in calculation. But really, here's the thing for you guys. Let me just put your mind at ease right now. The good news is I can't change into the Hulk right now. I haven't been able to since just a little bit before the snap. I was out very far away from here in space, And don't ask how I got there.
I would assume a ship.
Yeah, it was a ship. And I was really trying to escape and trying to put myself into a place where the Hulk wasn't going to continue to be a danger not only to the people of Earth, but more importantly to the people that I cared the most about. So, in essence, I ran away. Until I found one of those old friends, and we came back. And in the process of coming back and exploring the stars, we were set upon by Thanos himself. And the other guy, the Hulk, went toe-to-toe with Thanos on a ship and got his ass handed to him. And something in that interaction forced the beast further back into my consciousness, and he has not come out since. Now,
Are you saying he is pouting because he lost?
I guess maybe you could look at it that way. Yeah. But with that being said, Sebastian, you're certainly talking to someone who knows both sides of what it is that you're dealing with here. And from what I'm gathering from what a lot of you guys have been dealing with over the last several months. And while it's good to be back in my human form, I'm realizing that the strength that comes along with the Hulk is something that could potentially do a lot of good on this earth. And me not being able to adequately participate in the battle against Thanos has weighed pretty heavily on my conscience. And that if anything else with the power of Thanos were to come to this planet again, I need to be sure that I'm both mentally and physically prepared to meet that challenge. So that's why this lab is here. It's for me to come to terms with the beast that lies within and see if we can work out a mutual agreement. So you've had a taste of what these powers can do for you and for other people. And I can understand there being a need to get away from it, but then that thing that's itching at the back of your brain right now that's telling you, who am I without it? So I get it. I'm either the best guy or the worst guy you could come to with the problem that you're having right now.
Thanks, Doc. I'm going to think about that a little bit. Appreciate that.
So we've got some time, obviously. It's going to take us a while probably to crack this code. And whatever you decide, just know I'm willing to work with you and figure out what's going to work best for you. And I can't make you any guarantees, much like I can't make these guys any guarantees that we're going to find a cure. This is literally alien territory that we are exploring here together. But just know if there is a lab that's going to be able to crack it, you guys are at the right lab. And I'll do whatever I can to help both these guys and you guys out as much as possible while you're here.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit down with the mercenaries here and kind of get to know them a little bit. We'll take some more skin samples and run some tests. I'll run some scans, and you guys do what you feel like you need to do. I showed you your rooms upstairs, and just come on back. The key's under the mat up top.
Do you have like some sort of radio communication constantly that we can reach out to?
You guys have some Stark technology, right?
Yeah, we've got Karen.
Okay, yeah. Let's just link her up to my system here,
Okay.
and we should be able to communicate. Okay.
Gotcha. After I said that, I'll walk over to Nyx and grab her hand and go, "Hey, you okay?"
Yeah. Having issues with my setup.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Saw you give a couple looks during Dr. Banner's little history lesson, and a couple things hit home, I know, so I just wanted to make sure you're good.
I'm coming to terms. So,
I know.
how about you? Or your terms?
Getting better, I guess. Guess I'm finding a purpose.
We always had a purpose. Maybe now it's place.
Yeah, it's a good way to put that, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've the exact same thing. You've got a place too now.
Yeah, and I've got a pretty sweet set of powers too.
Mhm.
So,
We're a team.
is that what you call this?
What else you gonna call us? A group of jackoffs?
Motley Crew came to mind, but Jackoffs, sure, why not?
And a cat.
And a cat.
Feel like the jackoffs of the Blip don't have the same ring to it.
Very well could be. All right. I could use a little relaxation. May walk around outside for a little bit. Want to come?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. See you in a little bit, guys. You okay, Seabass?
Yeah, I think so. And I'll turn around to Dr. Banner and be like, "Do you, while everybody's getting settled, do you need any help down here?"
Yeah, sure. You've got a little bit of scientific background, right?
Yeah. That's I'll tell you the whole story. It's how this actually happened. But it's been a while since I've been in a lab, so let me stick and help out, guys. I'll catch up with you.
All right, and Banner kind of sets you to work at collecting samples from all of the Skrull Kill Krew, and then he kind of shows you the process of the analysis that he'll be going through. He's got some scanners and sensors there that you've never seen before, that can very quickly kind of break them down to their genetic material. And what would normally take probably a couple of hours, he can do in probably about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hang out in the lab as well. Also, I was gonna ask Banner, his inner demon, as he puts it, is this like a separate consciousness, or do you guys share consciousness?
I tell you, it's kind of funny. There are certain times that I can remember pretty acutely the stuff that the other guy does. But the angrier he gets, the more fuzzy it all gets for me. Which is why I think trying to figure out a way where we can kind of merge the two personalities would be the most beneficial, so that I have a little bit more control over his actions. That's the goal.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of dabbling in psychology and psychoanalysis. I would love to be of assistance in that way if I could.
You know, that very well could help. Yeah, so we'll have some discussions.
Sweet. Cuddlebear totally perks up and starts flicking his tail because like no one else has taken him up on his offer of psychotherapy yet.
Yeah, no one's that crazy.
All right, so you guys kind of help out in the lab a little bit, take a little walk on the grounds, and about an hour or so kind of passes, and Banner says he's going to try to whip up some food for the members of the Skrull Kill Krew and get them fed. And if you guys want to head into town and kind of see the sights, he just kind of reiterates the fact that the door's open for you guys whenever you come back, and he gets you all pass keys to be able to come and go as you please.
And how far are we from the other town?
It's if you were driving there, it's probably about an hour out. But taking the air shark, if you want to take that, I mean, it's maybe about 10 minutes.
Ooh, excuse me. Cool. All right. You guys want to go check in on these guys?
That's good.
I'm for it. Do we know do we have a contact that we're supposed to reach out to, or?
He didn't actually give you a name.
He just gave us the name of the organization.
Right.
I have like an office then, since they're somewhat legit.
We can ask
Yes.
Banner if he's heard of him.
Yeah, the rite of passage.
Yeah, he is not familiar with the rite of passage.
What about the 3 cartels? Does he have any information on them?
He says, honestly, I really haven't been out of the lab all that much over the last couple of months. I go down to Cancun every once in a while, to do some shopping. Other than that, I really don't get out all that much.
All right, fair enough.
And your contact would be Andrea Cortez.
All right. Let's go see Andrea.
Cortez.
Senora Cortez.
Fern, I put a message on the Facebook page. I know you're not on that. And I mentioned the fact that I'm going to have to apologize to Fernando in advance for all of the mispronunciations of all of the Spanish names and locations because I have a very tenuous grasp of the Spanish language. So I apologize in advance.
That's apologizo. That's how we say that in Spanish.
Yeah, feel free to correct me if I need correcting. So, Leona Vicario is a small Mexican village that's situated outside of Cancun to the west. As you guys are kind of flying in, you can see that this place is a bit of a somber reflection of the ongoing violence that's plaguing the region that Martin Lee was kind of alluding to during his conversation to you earlier. It is caught in the crossfire of relentless gang wars involving various Mexican cartels, and it was a once bustling town that has now been transformed into a stark representation of the struggle for power and control. As you're flying over the city, you can see that the streets and buildings all bear the unmistakable marks of ongoing conflict. Bullet holes riddle the walls, and remnants of street battles are evident in the form of shattered windows and graffiti, which serve as territorial markers for the various cartels. And if you kind of get close enough, you can see like graffiti in the forms of spiders, in the forms of wolves, and in the forms of dragons that mark various buildings in specific areas of the town. The town's infrastructure has been battered and bruised, and the roads are all kind of cracked and crumbling. Now, despite the telltale signs of an active war zone, the most unsettling aspect as you guys are kind of hovering over the area is the eerie absence of life. The streets that were once bustling with activity now lie completely deserted. The town that was, until recently, conducting everyday life in the shadow of danger has seemingly vanished. Storefronts are all closed, and cars are left abandoned in the streets. It's a veritable ghost town.
As we're seeing like the graffiti on the different buildings, and I noticed that there's like spiders, wolves, and dragons. I'm gonna try to gauge who has the most. Like, are there more dragons, or are there more wolves? Are there more tarantulas? Is it kind of even?
Make a intuition roll.
That's white. I didn't call karma. I wasn't too sweating it.
It was a white.
Yeah, I missed it by that much.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit difficult to tell, and even some of the symbols that are out there kind of leave you guessing as to maybe what gang potentially they might be associated with.
Like some are probably like painted over and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just kind of try to gauge who seems to have more of a grip on the town, or if anybody does.
Do we have an address for this place's office?
Yes, yeah, and it was an old kind of clinic in the area.
And it's abandoned?
Well, I mean, everything almost looks abandoned right now. I mean, the places look certainly lived in, but there's just nothing going on in the streets. I'll pull you to a map here so you guys can kind of see, kind of what the area looks like.
Like Sword Art Online, was it the game, the guns one? Anybody
What's that now?
Sword Art Online, the animated series, where they're in the video game. The second one is like it's a gun game, but the map kind of reminds me of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
but this building here is where you guys would be wanting to go to.
Do we just go knock on the door?
Where do you want to plant the air shark?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Outside the town, walk in, or in that parking lot right there, in front of the Circle K.
Yeah. All right, Circle K.
Make sure we lock it before we leave.
Strange things afoot at the Circle K.
It'll end up on concrete blocks from the look of it.
It'll be all tagged up.
Mention locking. Just hear poop beep poop.
Hey, Karen. Protect the jet. Protect the jet. Don't kill anyone. Just protect the jet.
It's gonna be all Rick and Morty and shit.
I was just about to say that worked out so well in that episode. So
yeah.
And it's getting kind of close to dusk. The sun's starting to kind of set a little bit off in the distance there.
Are you turning this into a Rodriguez film?
Oh, I might.
Steve Buscemi comes around the corner and run.
We're in Desperado, it'll be fine. Dusk Till Dawn, not so much.
All right, let's go knock on the door. Is there a buzzer, intercom?
There is a little bit of it was, like I was saying before, it was once a clinic that now kind of serves as a sanctuary for individuals seeking asylum in the United States.
Right.
The exterior of the facility is kind of a stark contrast to the rest of the city. And in a show of resilience, the building appears fairly well kept and fortified, its walls displaying a fresh coat of paint with hopeful colorful murals painted on the side. There's a large steel gate that's adorned with symbols of safety and freedom, but the gate has a chain that's wrapped around it, but the lock has been broken and it lies open.
Oh.
As they're kind of in front of the building there, I kind of walk to where I am down there on the side. I'm just peeking down the alleyway. Is there like any other entrance, any other thing of note on the other sides of the building?
Backside has a kind of a steel metal door on the back, and it is closed.
Okay. No, anything else that.
As soon as I see that broken lock, I'm gonna. Am I feeling anything?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay,
here.
I can see that. That's why I was asking if I could see. I could feel it.
Nope. Yeah. Hold on 1 second here. I'm going to do something for you. Give me 1 sec. Okay. So this is what you can feel.
Okay. Oh yeah, guys, don't let anybody touch you.
Don't let anybody touch you?
Yeah.
Who's here?
And if you see, is that bottom thing a power that I could feel?
Right here.
I can't see anything because right here.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what you can feel.
And that bottom one, I can feel that. That's
Mhm.
that's an actual power. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hold on. Let me look at that here. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. We got some sickos in there. Yeah, don't let anybody touch you. That's gonna be bad. And if you see, oh god, like shit floating in the air, get away from it. Don't let it touch you. There's some weird shit going on in this building.
Why would we go in?
Yeah.
Because
As the stray glass starts to pop up around me for the body armor, I'm like,
there's people in there.
I go into phase.
Maybe I should go up top.
There are people in lots of buildings. Why do we need to go in if this place has got full of things that we can't look, can't touch, and if there's anything floating that we need to bail out? Like, why would we even go in?
This is the base of operation of that group that we're supposed to check in on.
Yeah, they could still be in there.
These people could just be people that are waiting to get
But
across.
no one's gonna make you go in, buddy. But I'm going in.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of listen first. Can I hear anything coming from the building?
You make a heightened senses roll.
I'll come for this to show. Oh yeah, 75. It's a 75. That's yellow.
Yellow.
Yep.
Very faintly, you can hear like shuffling footsteps and what seems to be like labored breathing.
Well, as a cat of science, I hate to jump to a conclusion, but if I did not know any better, I would think there were zombies inside.
As a girl of comics, I would say there are zombies inside.
As what I'm feeling, there's something inside that could turn things into zombies.
Alrighty then. I kind of look around. Does anyone have a gun?
Oh, what?
No, but I could shoot them through the brains.
We will make do then.
I've got my laser pew pew gun.
Would you like me to scout ahead before we go in?
I
Yeah.
can go invisible and check out too.
Well, it's about the infection. Is there a way maybe I could? I'm thinking of trying to create like a screen or a filter that I could push everything away.
Yeah.
And there's zombies, so I should be able to tie them up. And
Hey, Karen, will my
Incinerate 'em.
suit filter out spores?
Stark Tech should be able to protect you from any outside harm that would be breathable. Yes.
What about touchable?
I would imagine so. Yes, as long as it doesn't breach the armor.
Okay. Can't tell. I mean, I have no idea if the touch thing is just organic or not. I'm still not going to let anybody touch me.
Yeah, let's just take a peek in real quick.
Let me know if I should come in.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, I'll do what you want. I'm staying out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go invisible and I'll go in.
That phase kind of come through the door. Just like, kind of looking like, very cat. Curious.
Is there a way? I am stuck on that token, Chris, so all I can see is that hallway. I can't even see my own token.
You can't click off of the token?
No, it won't let me click off of it.
Clicking escape.
This is weird already.
There we go. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys enter into the main lobby. Those of you that actually are going in. Erebus, are you staying outside?
Absolutely, I'm staying outside. There's no reason for me to go in there.
And I'm waiting outside until they tell me to come in.
Gotcha. All right, so you guys enter into this lobby, and as soon as you walk in, that instinct of you're getting ready to walk into a horror show it pretty much comes true as soon as you walk in. The emergency lights in the facility are the only things that are currently on. And there's kind of a flickering light off to the right-hand side that just adds that extra little horror movie ambiance to the room, and a red light spilling out from one of the offices that's directly in front of you. And it looks like this would be where, like, clients or patients or whatever the case might be would be checking in. And then there's another one that's kind of spilling out a green light off to the right as well, and then a hallway that runs down the middle in between those two offices.
It's a cool map, by the way.
Thanks.
Looks very cool.
Yeah,
For those of us that can see it from the inside.
Yeah, the way the lighting is set up is sweet. I said to Colin, I will take left, you take right.
All right, sounds good. Karen, can you pick up any signs of life in here?
Scanning.
Besides us, of course.
I do detect numerous faint heartbeats scattered throughout the building. But then I do detect 3 individuals that have heart rates that are congruent with individuals like yourselves, that would be healthy individuals. The others that I'm feeling are very faint and very weak.
Gotcha. Like they're in a coma, you think?
That would be perhaps an adequate description, yes.
Okay.
But I would say, just from the count of it, there are about 10 that I can detect. And then 3 others that seem to be healthy.
Okay, so yeah, I just walked into the room. To the right.
Oh, okay. Walked into the room over here. Okay. So did you go through the doorway?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I was just going to phase through the wall here on the left.
Okay.
I thought it was the door, but it says I can't walk through this door.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get you through there. There you go. All right. So, and Spider Wasp, did you phase through then as well?
No, I walked through the door.
Oh, okay.
I'm invisible. I don't have phasing anymore.
Gotcha.
I just have
Okay.
invisibility.
All right. Okay, so all right, then we need to back up just a little bit because you should not have been able to have walked in there.
Okay, gotcha. I'll back out then.
From your angle, from where you are, just outside. That's kind of a window there.
Okay, gotcha.
That looks into that room. Now you could slide the window open if you wanted to from the outside, and then crawl in if you wanted to.
No. I thought that was a door, so
Gotcha.
That's why I went through it.
Yeah, I don't know why you were able to get through it. Probably because you're an assistant GM. It probably
Gotcha.
just made it invisible for you.
I'll go down the hallway then.
Okay, so we'll do Cuddle Bear first because he was the one that first
Gotcha.
kind of went into that room. So Cuddle Bear, you phase through, and off in the darkness, just beyond where that red light is kind of flashing in that room, you see a figure that as soon as you come into the room, it turns and growls at you, and it looks a wee bit something like this. It's a female figure dressed in pretty much everyday street clothes, but her face
I was gonna say, that's not every day.
is kind of skull-like, with deep sunken black eyes, and the pattern that's on it almost gives you the feeling of a Dia de los Muertos kind of skull.
Yeah.
Did he do good, Fernando?
Yeah, man, on the Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, that's solid.
All right, good. Yay!
I'm gonna give a quizzical meow.
And she, at the meow, begins to kind of lurch forward, and her arms outstretched in your direction. Spider Wasp, that would have put you at a point where you're coming around the corner.
Mhm.
As soon as you come around the corner, you spot another one that looks like this, male, and this one is actually bald and still has the same kind of skull-like markings going across his face.
Gotcha.
And it looks as though the skin is like really jaundiced and pulled tight around the skull.
Gotcha.
Remind me of those guys from that Doctor Who. I think it was Doctor Who. The like the weird couple or whatever.
I think they were a couple or brother and sister. They were like blue hued almost.
Yeah. I don't remember if they were related, if they were like a couple.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they were like, oh.
I'll just go over the intercom. It's like, okay, yeah, found what we're dealing with. Yeah, pretty much zombies, guys. Come on in.
Come on in. The zombies are fine.
All right, so I've pulled up your combat tracker, so feel free to roll initiative because these things are now starting to come at you.
I'm gonna, yeah, Cuddle Bear seconds that. He's like, I've got one in the room with me too. So everybody be ready.
Little Bear, I rolled for you there, buddy.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting for the tracker to, because it always moves them around, so I don't put other people.
Gotcha. All right, so Cuddle Bear, what's your bonus?
+3.
+3. Erevis, I don't think you have a bonus, right?
That's correct.
Nyx. Sorry, what was that?
+4.
4. Shatter is 1. And Spider Wasp.
4.
Okay. All right, Cuddle Bear, you go first there, buddy.
Let's roll for multiple actions and call karma. 40 unremarkable, 150. That's I'll just do that. So I'll have the 1 extra. And first, I'm gonna kind of reach out telepathically to the entity in front of me and see if I can communicate with it.
Okay.
Is there anyone there? You look like you need assistance.
There you.
What did it say?
Hear you.
I still did not understand that.
Hear you.
Hear you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it hears me. What has happened to you?
Hungry. And then she's reaching out to you to try to grasp you. Now you are in phase, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So she walks over and reaches down, and her hands go through you.
Yes, that is not going to happen, madam. And for my action, I'm going to get a skill. I will get. Oh, what would be helpful in zombies? Well, I'm probably gonna end up shooting him, so I'm gonna go ahead and get marksman.
Okay.
And I will qualify with that. I think it's a good thing. But the 10 points will give me green.
Okay.
So I'll have marksman for the next hour.
All right. Nyx.
Yes. So I come inside, and once they tell me it's zombies. And I see Mr. Cuddlebear with the lady, right?
Yeah, from your vantage point, yeah.
Due to my occult lore, anthropology,
Mm-hmm.
and dead languages and everything in history, could I cobble together some sort of understanding of what this is besides just a zombie?
You can make a reason roll.
60. Green.
As far as what this might be, it makes sense that it's a zombie just from the look of it. But zombie encapsulates a lot of different things when it comes down to like occult lore and so forth. And there are certain zombies that are literally the undead, but then there are others that have been brought back to life. And there are zombie-like individuals that are associated with Santeria that have been induced to appear dead, and that might be what these things are. So there's a distinct possibility that these things, whatever they are, may still be alive.
Oh, shit. She's gonna fly to the top of the ceiling and follow Spider Wasp.
Okay. And then when you get to that space, you do see one of these creatures now kind of shambling down the hall towards Spider Wasp.
Okay. Multiple actions.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. So I'll take it to yellow for 26.
All right.
So a total of 56 yellow.
Mm-hmm. And that would give you 2 extra actions, correct?
I think so, yeah. Yes. 2 extra, 3 total. Okay. And then my first action is going to be I'm going to have the floor darkness come up and encase the feet and going up the legs of the zombie to topple it over or keep it upright so it can't move.
Okay.
It's a yellow 88.
All right. I'm going to roll to see whether or not he notices. He does. So I'm going to try to give him an opportunity to kind of try to skip out of that. And he got a white, so you got him.
2.
And are you turning on the immediate, I'm going to do damage with these?
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage?
Oh, no, it starts the second round.
Second round. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he is grappled?
He is grappled, yes.
Grappled.
Mm-hmm. Spider Wasp.
Alrighty. Thanks, hon. I will roll for multiples karma. And yeah, I'll take that to the yellow for 3, since I know we have multiples in here, according to Karen. Well, since I see somebody has the one in front of me kind of taken care of, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just web that one so that Nyx can move on to our next prey. So yeah, I'll web the one that's can't move in the blackness.
Okay.
And should I create it? Yeah, it's a yellow.
All right. Yep. So you got him.
Okay, so he's incredible this round. Then goes monsters, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
And
Erebus.
You know, the information that I feel like I have is don't touch, no touchy, and if there's things floating in the air, back away. I ain't got no fancy suit. I don't see any reason that I would go into this building. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna stay outside where it is
Okay.
nice and safe.
We did call for assistance, though.
That's great. Yeah, like I believe in all of you. I believe in all of your industry to go in there and be productive. And you know what? I'll just take care of the jet. Make sure the jet's okay. That's what I'm gonna do with my life.
Okay, Shatter. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, telling the dog to be quiet. So when I walk in there, like from that first vantage point, I can see Cuddles and that other carry-on in that room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, all right, first things first. Call Karma and roll for multiples. Okay, is that the right one? Yes, okay. Oh, good thing I did that.
Mm-hmm. On the remarkable table, you got to get it up to a 36. So.
Yes, 12. That's 12, not 14.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, take it to green. And then, what did you say that this was like some kind of window?
Yeah, it's a window right here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's bust that window.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna call the blast to me, and as it's coming to me, it's gonna take the form of almost like a spear, and as it does that, I launch it straight forward right back at the carry-on. So
Gotcha.
blast spear to the carry.
Okay.
Karma. Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll get 26 next.
Oh, no shit.
We'll take it to the green.
All right. And that's for actually chucking it then, correct?
That's for the chucking.
Okay. That's for the chucking. And that does 50 points of damage?
Yeah, amazing, yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you see her kind of bending over to try to reach down for Cuddlebear. Her hands go through it, and as she's standing up, you catch her in the side, and just right under her armpit in the rib cage, hit her, and it draws her open to where now she can spot you, and she begins to kind of lumber in your direction. And actually it's her go, so she's going to lumber quickly in your direction. And she is coming through now the open window and is going to, I think, grapple you.
You're a protective glass.
Yep, she's going to try to grapple you. You got a green to do so. Now you rolled for extra actions, correct?
I did. I only get the one, but I can use it to resist or dodge or...
Mm. So make a strength roll.
Okay. Karma. There we
Oh,
go.
there you go. All right. Okay. So she grabs hold, but you kind of weasel your way out of her grasp and kind of slip out of her grasp there.
Joink, joink. Joink.
And
Hands up.
the one in the hall that has been now bound by both by his feet with the shadows and by the webs is going to attempt to break out of the webs at least.
Oh,
And
He
got a
does.
web. Yeah.
Oh.
So he rips out of the webs now and is kind of tugging at his feet, trying to pull himself away. Now that's amazing strength there, right? Okay. He's able to pull one leg free, but he's not completely out of it at this point. So we roll back to the top of the round for extra actions. Cuddle Bear, do you have any extra?
I do have one, yes.
Okay.
So when I see the carrion kind of crawl through the window and head to shatter, I kind of jump through the window and come out of phase armor up, and take a shot at Carrion.
Okay.
Shoot to the back of the head, and I'll call karma for that.
And you said you're coming out of the window, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. And my damn agility. Mark. Yes. Okay. Karma. That's an 11 that I rolled. 20, yeah, fuck it. I'll spend the 30 total to make it a green.
Okay. And,
Sorry, 35 to make it a green.
all right, and damage on that.
Excellent.
Okay.
I need to.
All right, and what was it? Was that the
The
repulsor?
pulsar. Yeah, the pulsar blast.
Okay. All right, so you hit her in the back with the repulsor blast, and it kind of shoots her forward just a little bit and into the wall right next to the front door.
Eat it, bitch.
Nyx.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot a black bolt to the head of the one that I've already got grappled partially.
Okay.
Karma. Fuck you. I rolled a 9. So nada.
Not going to take it to a green.
I thought, yeah, sorry. Yes, I am. Thought I could only add 10 for some stupid reason. A little off. Yeah, so it's a green, so it's an amazing bolt.
All right. All right, so he just ripped out of the webs, tugged his leg out, and kind of lurches forward, and then that black bolt just hits him directly in the face and kind of sends him back and kind of topples him a little bit, so he lands on his back. Shatter, I think your second action's already done, so Cuddle Bear, do you have another one, or you?
I've got one.
Oh, you've got one. Sorry.
Yeah, I've got actually 2 more. I got
Yep,
3
my bad.
actions.
That's my bad.
No problem. So yeah, I'm gonna. I don't think I have. I will follow up since that's the first time anybody's broken out of my web, so I'm a little bit wow. That's interesting.
I don't think
So
it's
I'm
the first time.
First time I remember. So I'm just gonna be able to look in my face and just hold up my wrist and laser blast him.
All right.
And it's a green.
It's a hit. Yep. Damage there.
You know what? I don't know, and you don't have it on my sheet.
What, the laser blast?
Yeah. Just it's unearthly targeting.
That's the targeting, yeah.
Yes, but you don't
Okay.
have the damage on it.
Okay, it's remarkable damage. That's
Okay.
on the other sheet. I guess I didn't transfer
Gotcha.
that over.
Yep. I was getting ready to go there.
30. All right, so you hit him while he's down, and definitely do some more damage, but he's still moving.
Okay.
Cuddle Bear, you're done, right? Okay, Nyx, for your last action.
I'm going to move forward into the hallway. And, gosh. Wish I could save you, but I'm going to bolt him again in the head. Karma. Eh. I'll take it to red for 94.
Ooh, okay. And are you wanting to kill it?
No. It's a struggle. It's real. It's real. Yeah, I know it's a zombie, but they could be just alive. Is it possible to knock out a zombie of this caliber?
We can certainly try it.
I'll do that then. I'll do that.
All right, so you get a white. So you hit, and you hear something break when you hit, and you take it down to 0. And it is currently in the process of expiring. It still has some breath left in it, but it has failed its first attempt at survival.
Okay.
And then Spider Wasp, you've got another one, right?
Yeah. I'll head down this hallway, just poke my head around the corner.
Okay. And looking down the hallway looks clear.
Gotcha. I'll look back at Nyx. Nothing down this way.
And you look back at Nyx. Nyx, right behind you. I need you to make a intuition roll.
Okay.
The jump scare.
Tuition 22.
22.
That's a white.
All right. So you hear Spider Wasp say, nothing down here. And Spider Wasp, you see that door open.
Okay.
And another one of these creatures pops out.
Okay.
And just for sake of showing you, since I did it,
you did such a good job on them.
This one looks a little different than the other ones, but is still the same kind of.
It's been dead a little longer.
There.
I'm loving these zombie glamour shots.
I know, really. I really do. It's giving me Halloween ideas.
Yeah. That one was kind of hot.
Can I, since I technically do still have an action, since I just moved with my normal movement, can I web them?
Well, we're going to the beginning of the next round
Okay.
At this point.
No problem.
And as that's happening, you guys that are in that hallway now see 2 more that have come around the corner.
Why?
Oh my.
There we go. Just so that I can tell who's who. Okay. Back to the top of the round goes to Mr. Cuddlebear.
Okay, let's roll for multiple actions. Call Karma to do so. My dice are cold, but the 10 should do 36 will give me just a green. And then action the first, I'm going to take another shot at that carrion.
Okay.
We'll call Karma for that. 31 on Incredible is just barely green. Which becomes 41, so.
Okay.
Is it dodging?
It is.
Yeah, that's it.
Got a 38 to dodge, so I think she jumps out of the way on that.
Yeah. Right.
So she jumps out more towards the center of the room here, to about right there. And Nyx.
Yep. I'm on the ceiling already. So how tall is the ceiling? How far above the
It's
carrion am I?
maybe about 9 feet. So I mean, if they jumped, they could probably get you.
Jumping zombies.
When they're
Shit,
done.
look at this. Okay.
They're zombie-like.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to kill him. Roll for multiple actions. Normal.
Okay.
90. Oh, that's a 9.
That's
That's a 9.
That's a 9.
You better keep that in.
So that'll be just a green, which gives me 2 actions.
Okay.
And I am going to. You said no one's over there. How would they do over there? Okay, I'm going to drop a wall. Right. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you can see that. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if I need to roll for that. It's just placement or.
I think just a roll, just to make sure you're hitting the area that you want to hit.
Okay. Karma. I'll take it to a red.
Okay. All right. So you've blocked off that area.
Yeah. And then I'm going to move towards it.
Okay. All right, Spider Wasp.
I will roll for multiple karma. Yeah, I'll just use the 10. It's 3 no matter what. And we are still not believing that he broke out of my webs. So we're going to web this guy, the one that just came out of the room.
Okay.
Karma. And I'll take it to yellow.
Okay. All right, you get a yellow to dodge.
Yeah.
But you should still actually be able to hit it, I think, with that. So, all right, so you've got him bound.
Okay.
Put a little restrained mark on him. The carrion on the opposite side over here now goes, and he goes up to that wall and then pushes on it, starts to beat on it, realizes that he can't get through. Erebus, you're hanging out outside.
Yep.
All right, sun is
Just browsing my phone. You know.
is beginning to set outside, so it's getting a little bit darker out there. And then we have the other carrion here that has now seen that his partner is not able to get through the wall. But he too begins to kind of beat on it and is trying to push on it to try to get through. Shatter.
Let's break the other window over here, the green window over here.
Okay.
At this, we will just haphazardly rain down upon what remains of that carrion, just straight at her, no particular shape or anything, just with force.
Okay.
Karma. No, before I do that, haha, I got myself this time. Multiple actions. Multiple actions in karma. So that's going to be, okay, there we go. Okay, there we go.
All right. Yep, you got your extra.
Hey. 10. Okay, now we'll do what I said I was going to do. And Karma. Wasted it on the but I'll take it to a green.
All right.
That's
And you're shooting for 50 damage, yes?
trying to finish her off.
Ooh, a red on her endurance, but you successfully take her down.
Okay. Burning through the Karma. Let's go.
And let's see here. Then go to one that has been webbed by spider wasp.
Real quick, Chris, before
Yeah.
you do that,
Mhm.
that attack, I can still make a movement, right? Because once I see her
Sure.
go down, probably head on up toward. Okay, I was just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yep, if you want to.
Way after I see her fall. There we go.
All right. Yep, you come around the corner there and you see a webbed up zombie right next to you. Oh, and he's in the process of trying to rip out of those webs.
I legit did not realize he was there until I put myself there either. I was like, oh, close to him, and I thought,
What I hate about this.
And he rips through and sees Shatter
No.
right next to him. And he did get an extra action, so that will come in his next turn. So, and she's out. So we go back to Cuddlebearer for your second action.
How do zombies have karma?
They might have done the good things before they died. I kind of fly in to see, hey guys, what's shaking? Or fly down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
To fly down.
Oh, just zombies.
Hey everybody.
All right, so you see the one zombie that has now ripped himself out of the webs.
Okay. I say, oh no, you don't, and I'm gonna just blast him with the old pulsar. Call karma for that. Oh wait. That's yellow. Bullseye.
All right. And 20 damage there, right? Okay.
Excellent.
All right, so you hit him in the shoulder and kind of bump him back up against the wall, putting a little bit of separation in between him and Shatter. And then we go to Nyx.
Okay. Do we want to open up some more doors, or what are we trying to do here?
Well,
Well,
we
we know
think there's about 10 of them in here.
but there are some survivors as well.
Do we know where
I
those survivors
didn't get
are?
that. Could you try again?
I did not get that. Could you try again?
Yeah, my
Yes.
Siri just kicked off.
Oh. Yeah, because Colin, you were saying that like you had picked up a bunch of, or Karen had picked up a bunch of slow heartbeats, and then a few that were like more lively.
Yeah.
Those were probably the survivors.
We hope.
Can you lead us to it? If that's the case, she'll skitter over here on the ceiling.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
You said, can you lead us to it?
Yeah, it's a Colin.
Okay, well, and actually, if you're saying that out loud, that could be to Karen, because remember,
Yeah.
you've got your handy dandy little Stark watch now
Yeah.
that lets you talk directly to her.
It doesn't melt, which is awesome.
Unstable molecules.
Yeah. I think it might be better as like a pocket watch or like a necklace watch or something. I don't know. We'll see.
She says that she can detect the stronger heartbeats just up the hallway and to the left.
Okay. I am going to go fly down that hallway all the way to the end if I could. I have remarkable flight.
All right. All right, so you fly down to the end, and at the end of the opposite hallway, now that you have gotten to the corner, you can spot two more of the zombie-like creatures down at the end of the hall.
Okay. Action is going to be a energy bolt at the one closest to me. $19. I'm burning through karma. I wanted to use it for every roll. Jeez.
You're playing like me tonight.
Yeah, I've barely rolled above a 30 all night. Like, it's crazy.
That's it for my first attack or second attack or action.
Right.
I can't remember.
Did you spend karma on that to get it to a green or no?
No, I didn't have karma. No.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay, so from you, then we go to Spider Wasp.
So the carrion that I webbed that's next to Shatter has broken out of that web.
Yes.
We're gonna try something stupid. Well, now Shatter could. I don't know if he touches Shatter, if that's gonna be.
I made of glass. How bad could it be?
Eh. You know what? We are going, because if I just shoot him, that's not going to take him down. There's no mind control. We're going to gravity manipulate him.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, shoot him through this. Just release all gravity for him and see where he goes. If he'll stay in the building or if he shoots through the building. Karma.
Ooh, all right.
Oops.
What's damage on that?
That is basically, he has no gravity. The Earth's rotation is throwing him into the atmosphere.
And your power level is 50?
Amazing, yes.
Okay. All right, so you see him shoot down the hallway and basically into the ceiling. And it's the kind of drop ceiling, you know, that's got the tiles. So he goes through the ceiling and out of sight.
Okay.
Sight out of mind.
Yep.
Safe travels.
And I'm sorry, I think we are still in the same round. Cuddle Bear, did you have another action, I think?
I did have a.
I think this is the first round.
Is it the first? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I couldn't remember quite where we were. Erebus, enjoying your popcorn outside?
I was gonna say maybe I just gonna shout real quick. It's like I'm kind of getting a little bit hungry, you know. Just how's it going in there? I didn't eat before we came over here, so I'm getting starving.
Yeah, give us a few minutes. I think we got more down the hall, right, Nix?
Yep, at least two.
Yes, we could use a little bit of a hand.
I haven't heard any of you shout in pain or anything along those. I think you're fine.
Can you like decurse people or I don't know, depossess, anything like that?
Can I possess people?
No. Give someone like depossess, like exercise, or we got zombies in here. Can you do anything about that?
I have lightning. Do you want me to? No, I'm good. I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna stay out here. You guys are fine. You got it under control. I'm hungry. Let's go.
You wouldn't be if you could see what we could see.
Yes,
Go find a taco stand.
It's dark. Don't send the kid off to go get tacos.
Well, the one of the two carrion that are behind the barrier there in the main hallway continues to just beat at that thing, thinking that he's going to get through it. So
Is that floor to ceiling? Is that wall?
Yeah.
Good.
All right, Shatter.
Where'd Nyx go again?
Down the opposite hallway, down this way.
Yeah, okay, let's head off that way then. See what's going on. Oh, hello, down here. Am I going the right way?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see her now. Okay, there we go.
Now, as you go through past that door,
Okay.
come back. Jump scare. Ah! This little guy comes out.
So he jumped out at me there, huh?
He did indeed. And he is going to attempt to grapple you.
All right.
And got a 28 and missed. So he just comes leaping out of that room as you pass, and he misses you entirely. So it is your action.
Okay, and remind me, are we doing this round, or are we doing extras?
You didn't get your extra action last round, did you?
I did not, but I also wasn't sure what I was going to do. So
I thought this was the first round of extras myself. That's what I thought.
Yes, that's what it should be. Because my second action was coming into the hall here.
I gotcha. Okay. So then this would be your second action then. Sorry about that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and it will come back around to you next then. Yeah.
All right. Is there more glass in this hallway anywhere? What do we got around here?
In that hallway, up above you, in the fluorescent lights, there would be glass up above you.
Fluorescent lights will do it. Let us. Yeah. That spooks me. We'll just rain full force on him like we did that other carrion out in the foyer or whatever.
All right.
And I'll look at the table and take it to yellow.
Okay. All right, so shards of glass just start to rain down into this guy's flesh, and it just peppers him from basically head to toe. He's still up and running, though. And then that brings us back to the third action for anybody that happens to have it, so that would be Nyx.
I have third as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while since I burned through karma like this.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Welcome to my world.
Energy bolts, karma. It's a 61, so yellow. I'll take it to a red, so it should be a kill.
Okay.
It's amazing.
All right, so that takes her down to 0, but she's not dying.
And I've got movement left. Let's just play with the devil.
Okay.
See what's going on in those rooms, but it end up right about here.
All right. Spider Wasp.
All right, I'll start going up the hallway, and as I'm going, since it worked so well last time, I'll gravity manipulate the one that Shatter just rained glass down on up into the stratosphere as well. Call karma.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn!
All right.
launching these boys.
Gravity manipulation is the one to use.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Screw these webs.
Yeah.
All right, so you send him up and through the ceiling like you did the last one. And he is losing his health points. It kind of blows this door open and throws him up and into the ceiling in the next room.
Gotcha.
Damn.
And I'll move as far down the hallway as I can to get to Nyx.
All right, and I think that takes care
That's
of
10,
everybody,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay, so top of next round comes back to Cuddle Bear.
For multiples, Arcana. Yeah, 40 plus 50. Yeah, that's green. Actually, in the first, I just kind of want to clear some of these rooms. So I dropped the armor.
Mm-hmm.
I basically want to kind of phase into. Wait, was this the room that we? That was the room I was in originally.
Yeah,
I think.
that was the room you were in originally there.
I'm just gonna go basically through the wall behind me, see what's going on.
Right in through here.
Yep.
It's a bathroom.
Okay. Then using my movement, come out behind these guys.
Okay. Takes you into another room. This room is a little weird. There's kind of like a green ooze that's all over the floor in this room.
Good thing I'm in phase. Hopefully that's not going to be harmful. Does it have a particular smell? A smell
It smells acidic.
Yeah, kind of. If there's nobody in this room, I'm just kind of like, oh, can I see what's causing the ooze? Is it just like, is there maybe, is that a container over here that's
Yeah, there's
spilled?
a container over here. Looks like it's spilled. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Heard about the army doing some sort of experiment with like
Yeah.
cannabis.
Crazy. PCP.
It's not a bad question, Bert. My boss at work is a huge Return of the Living Dead fan, so he would love this. But I'm just gonna keep it moving, and I'm not sure how much I can move.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you've got a lot of movement actually left. So, I mean, now you're into the hallway behind the other two carrion, which you can kind of maybe see one of them across. Yeah, you see both of them there that are now kind of beating on the wall trying to get through.
Okay. But there's this door down here, so let's go. And I'll kind of end up over wherever this is.
Okay, you phase through those walls, and that kind of brings you to another kind of like a little bit more of a upscale kind of office compared to the other two that you had been in, where they would be welcoming patients and whatnot in. This looks like it might have been, the administrator's office, and it's clear.
All right.
And you've got enough movement to take you back into this room, which is completely dark and you can't see. Well, you can, but it's pretty much just a kind of it looks like maybe kind of an exam room of some sort. And then it takes you up into another room here, which would be, it's a room that's got like two small beds in it. And it is clear.
Okay.
All right. Nyx.
You do my dice though, buddy.
Bolts. The other one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Before I'll take it to a yellow. Amazing.
Okay.
My dice today.
All right, so you hit her, and it drives her back to the corner of the hallway there, kind of into the darkness there where you can just barely see her.
Okay.
Spider Wasp.
All right, multiples. Karma. Wow. Okay.
You're on fire now.
I am. I'm running up to take a peek around to see what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. You see one carrion down on the floor, unconscious, and then the other one in the far corner back there that has been kind of blown off of her feet.
Gotcha. Run up a little bit, kind of staying behind Nyx a little bit. And that carrion down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm doing.
Kitty, what the hell? Lost
Seems
my.
to be working so far. There it is, Karma. We'll take it to yellow.
Okay. And throwing her?
Yeah.
All right. She doesn't go far. She basically just hits the wall behind her, but it's enough of a slam where it's going to knock her silly, and she is going to start rolling for death saving throws as well.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say she turned to mush. It's like, that's a zombie I know.
Yeah, they're surprisingly hardy.
Obviously.
it's the Mexican zombies, the tough ones.
God, he's rolling again.
All right, so that takes me to this guy. Got a 38, so he's still beating on the wall. The other one's a little smarter now. I think he's kind of figured it out. Which one is that? That's this guy right there. Okay. Cuddle Bear. You spot the one carrion that was down beating on the wall that is now kind of heading up the hallway and kind of passing you. Did you have another action or no?
I do have another action, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pause him. Pause. I'm going to pause him for the cat right here. So if you want to take a shot at him when it comes back around, you certainly can.
Okay.
But for now, we go to Shatter.
Alrighty. I will head on up this way as well. Okay. I think after joining Nyx and Spider Wasp up here, I'm actually going to hold my action this time.
All right.
Happens. I'm going to hold for now.
Then that comes back to Cuddle Bear.
Ready? Well, then when I see him, I kind of arm him back up, and then I'll fly out. Sorry. That's the door there, right? Is the door closed?
Oh, sorry. Yep, there you go. Now it's open.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll kind of fly out to here, basically. All right, buddy. You're super picky right now. And to fly to about there, basically, to shoot back at him.
Okay.
You shall call Karma for my shot. 23 becomes 3. Barely hits. So I'm not going to spend that much more Karma.
All right. How much damage?
Excellent.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so you zap him one, but he keeps moving forward at this point. Now that you've zapped him, he's coming towards you.
I am in the air, and
Okay.
armored up.
All right. Nyx.
I don't think I have any actions. I didn't roll for multiples.
Oh, no.
No, that's right, you didn't.
All right, Spider Wasp.
I will continue down the hallway. Oh, hello. And so we'll quickly assess the situation and put it on repeat and fling that carrion into the air.
Right.
Karma. I'll take it to the yellow.
Okay.
I threw a zombie into the air, and where it landed, I know not where.
All right. He slams into the wall next to him, so the wall stops him. But you do some damage for sure, and he falls down to the floor, kind of crumples, but he's very quickly trying to get to his feet.
Right.
Shatter, you were holding an action.
Yeah, so I'll kind of dance on up that same direction, and if I can, yeah, I mean, if he's there, we'll break a couple fluorescent lights above him as well and rain some down, try to finish him off.
Okay.
Oh, trusty old raining glass. And yeah, I'll just spend the 10. We'll just keep it a yellow. That's fine.
All right.
Burning through so much.
All right. So he's not dying, but he's out.
Funded. They are hardy.
I see that every day.
All right, and I think that took care of everyone that you have available, except for the one that's still beating on the the wall down in the other hallway. And speaking of beating on things, Nick's directly across from you at the door. You hear the sound of hammering on the wall, boom, 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 and someone speaking in Spanish, which I believe you speak. Yes,
I do.
saying, "Help! Is someone out there? Help us, please!"
That's not
Or-
Spanish.
I'll respond in kind, saying, "We're out here. Do you know where Andrea Cortez is?"
We do not know. Andrea, I believe, is. I hope she's okay. She was here in the building when they came in.
Give us a sec. We're dealing with some stuff. Get right back to you.
All right, there were a couple of you guys, I think, that still had maybe spider
Yeah,
wasp. Do you still
I
have
still
one?
have an action, yeah.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Can I see him?
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, because I can see him. So yeah, I will. You know what? Instead of flinging him into the air, I'm going to sink him into the ground. We'll see how that works.
Okay.
Heavy.
Where the hell did I scroll too far? Karma. Well, it didn't roll. I'll take it to the yellow.
All right. Okay, so you see him just kind of and just kind of crumple. I probably breaks both of his knees, and he's down on the ground.
He didn't eat the knees. Okay.
And that takes us to the top of the next round.
Okay. I feel like everybody's kind of already dealt with, so I'm not gonna really worry about the multiples. But I did hear instead of Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. I'm gonna kind of try to clear some more ground to make sure we. So first thing, phase in there. Take a little peek-see.
And I'm rolling endurance for all of these other ones that were potentially dying. So, okay. Kind of doing a little peek around. All right. So, yeah, things have kind of calmed down. So, which room are you wanting to kind of go into?
First, the one right next to me.
All right. So, you peek in there. Looks like there's 2 more beds in this area here.
Then I'll come out. And then this first door up here, I'll shatter.
Okay. All right. So you phase through there. And off in the corner, this is like a communal shower area here. And cowering in the corner, you see a female figure that's kind of just kind of bundled up in almost like the fetal position in the corner.
Trot up to her really quick and be like, do you need assistance, madam?
and she sees an armored cat coming up to her, and she almost
I took the armor down.
Oh,
Sorry.
you took the armor down. Okay, all right. So she sees a cat coming up her way, and she kind of winces just a little bit and backs away from you. And then when she hears the voice in her head, you hear her say, "Ay, Dios míos."
I do not speak your language, but be assured that I and my friends are here to help. We are taking care of these creatures.
And you're speaking in English, yes?
I'm telepathic. I feel like that's mind to mind. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's I don't know how that works actually.
I think you're speaking in English, yeah. You might be able to convey a little bit of emotion along with that, but then since you are speaking in English, she says back to you in English, "Are you talking to me?"
Yes, although it is actually telepathy.
What are you?
My name is Mr. Cuddlebear. Me and my friends are here from America at the behest of our friend Mr. Lee to check up on this situation down here.
Martin Lee?
Yes, he is a good friend of ours.
Oh, praise Jesus. Oh, it is so fortunate you have come here. My friends, are they still alive?
How many heartbeats did we have total? 3?
3, yeah.
We are aware of at least 3 survivors, so I guess there are 2 others, including yourself.
Oh, good. Good, yes. Where are they?
I think they are down the hall. But it should be safe to come out now. Follow me.
Please, we must go quickly.
Okay.
And then she comes over and she knocks on the door and she says, "It's okay. It's me. Everything is all right." And the door opens, and then there are 2 men dressed in kind of white uniforms, look like almost like orderlies of some sort, that come out and join her. And these are just generic tokens. I didn't bother really messing with those too much. So,
does anybody have any idea what these things are? Do we need to be worried that they're dying?
They didn't seem like normal zombies to me. Then these are my first zombies.
I was going to say, Cuddlebear says there's some sort of chemical spill in one of the rooms down the hall.
Oh shit!
I do not believe that is what has happened here. These creatures, these are not creatures. They are citizens of our fair city, and they have been changed. So many of them have been changed. We have been trying to hold up here for as long as possible, but they broke through last night, and we had to barricade ourselves into these rooms. What time is it?
4:20.
It's almost
nighttime. Oh, no. Please say it isn't so.
Well, there's really not much we can change about that. So yeah, it's almost nighttime. Why should we worry about that?
Do you have transport?
Yeah, we got a plane.
We must depart as soon as possible.
Okay. Why?
They come out at night. They are afraid of the sunlight.
Freaks come out at night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, let's go. I will do like taps to make sure that they're. Are there any of them obviously dying?
At this point, I mean, they actually, some of them are starting to stir. So the urgency of getting out of there is probably pretty prevalent at the moment.
Okay, no looting the bodies. Let's go.
As we head on, I want to ask her like what has caused this, or if she has any idea.
All right, and while you're asking her that, and she will try to respond, Erebus outside, the sun has now begun to set. And as it does, out from the building directly across from you,
All right.
there are 3 individuals that come out of that building, and another one that exits the building that was next door to the rite of passage that comes kind of lumbering out onto the street. And these individuals, let me get some pictures for you.
Super friendly and ready to help us. Never mind.
Wait, what is this, Captain? Zombie?
Captain Zombie.
They look somewhat like the Mexican wrestlers.
It does.
And shoot, my brain's not working. What are they called? The luchadors. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I used to watch a lot of that.
Okay, there, Bane.
There we go.
Very
and
nice.
there are actually 5 of them in total
Lovely.
that are all coming out. You've got Bantam, El Brujo, El Muerto, and the Zapata brothers that have come out. Now, the interesting thing about these fellows is they all have that yellowish jaundiced tone to their flesh as well. And they are now exiting out into the street and turning their attention towards Erebus.
Alrighty, and I definitely noticed this, right?
Oh, you do.
Alrighty. So I guess I shout back inside and I'm just like, it's like, y'all took too long. They're coming out. I'm not by myself anymore. Get out here. Whatever's happening inside can't be that important. We need to get back to the jet. There's people in our way. The zombies are out here. I don't have a freaky suit.
And on that note of panic, I think we'll call this evening to a close, and we'll take on the luchador zombies next session.
That's good.
It's a little hard to stay out of it.
Kudos for the creativity on these creatures too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I had fun with this.
Yeah,
now,
you
all
should-
of all of these luchadors are actual characters from the books, but I just gave them that zombie kind of appearance.
Okay, nice.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, well, good game tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
GG's,
All right,
friends.
see you in a couple weeks, gentlemen.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
see you.
Bye.
Good night.